ジュンタのチェストを解錠する。古い封筒。
A film developing company. They probably developed Yunta's films and sent them back once they were done. Looks like she didn't note down the end of her meeting with Dana. But it might still contain the info I need to open the coffer. No doubt Yunta must have written this.
不完全なメモ。でもこれで箱開けるのには十分かも。この後ろに暗室があったのかな。
Vaughan Refuge, 1937. Yunta's films, taken during the summer Dana worked here. This one says Lenny, director. So I guess Lenny did get to make her film after all.
日記を開く。日記開いとこうか。ここ開けてあったよね。
I'll need a key to open it. Where can I find the combination for the mechanism?あ、これこれ。
I love your photos.
Ah, well, they each represent an element of mountain wildlife and flora I've photographed recently. I use them as a sort of checklist.
A checklist, huh?
鹿花木。鹿花山木。鹿花山木。鹿花山木。これでフィルムが見れるのかな。 また複雑な。まず調べる。こ
No.
こにこれ財布。操作するってどうすんの？カラドリルにこう渡さなきゃいけないんじゃないの？ここに巻きつわかりません。
The screen is in the way.
だからさ、これ巻き取るとかこれ巻き取るとか。あ、なるほど。こんなんわかんないよ、こんなの。コントローラーで適当にこうやってグリグリやったら持ち上がったんでさ。ですよね。そうよ、こうやんなきゃいけないのは分かってたんだけど、でこれ閉める。青くなった。いろいろ操作が難しい。 こんなに生き生きとした映像が残ってるなんてすごくない？
Interesting footage. Let's see what's on the other reel.
皆さんが生き生きとやっぱり暗室があるんだね、あの棚の後ろに。あ、これで調べられるの？誰？これレニが操作してんのかな？まっすぐしか行けれないよ。そうだ、レニーはあれだよね、ジュンターさんのものをいろいろと探ってたんだもんね。Lスティックを使って移動ができないんですけど、マウスだよ。左クリックをした状態でカーソルを動かすと移動します。つまずいた。もうあっちには行けれない？行けれるわ。これちょっといろいろぐるっと見たいんだけど難しい。 上があったよね。後ろに行きたいんです。こっちにも行きたいんです。あ、パパがいるから隠れた。あっちから来て。こっちには行けないのね。あ、やっぱりレニちゃんだったんだね。揉めてた？
Lenny didn't say she filmed a fight between Dana and Leon. I'd better go back and see her to find out about it.
これ動かせれないの？ここだよ、ここ。ここ見るんだよ。これ押してさ。
According to Yunta's notes, there was a room on the other side. I can't reach it anymore, but Dana could.
これ出しっぱなしでいいの？フィルム、カメラのフィルムがあったよね。もういいのかな。レニさんはレジスタンスで活動してたのね。2つある。何？向こう側？あ、向こう側か。下がるだね。とりあえず全部見たよね。ちゃんと見とかないとまたここでこうバツ印が出ちゃうからさ、ショックなんだよ、あれが出ると。じゃあ下がろう。もう客室だ。
It must be a lot of work keeping this place going. Hats off to Demoiselle Lenny for managing all by herself. It's cold in here.
なんか立ち上ってるこれ。
This must be Dana's room that I saw in Yunta's film. It's where she and Leon had their fight. Somebody's been smoking. A client, maybe? Unless Lenny likes to sneak a smoke.
なあこれ、タバコの煙？吸いたて？
Somebody's been smoking. A client,
こ
maybe?
こから煙は上がっ
Unless
てない
Lenny
よ
likes to sneak a
ね。
smoke.
ここの煙なんすか？あとは何もなさそうだね。こっちには行けれないよね。ここら辺も見れたような気がするんだ。
This must be Lenny's room. Not sure I'm allowed in here, really.
ああ、これね。新聞の切り抜き。金メダルを獲得したってやつね。何十年もずっとそのまま取っておくなんて。
Keep your servant also from willful sins. May they not rule over me. Then I will be blameless, innocent of great transgression. Sweet. Photos of the refuge. Looks like they're arranged by time period. There are no photos of the occupation of Vaughan by the brown shadow. I guess that corresponds to when Lenny and her father had to leave the refuge. These date from before the war. There's even one from the summer when Dana worked at the refuge.
これ読めない。あらな、面白いわね。1975年、76年。
All these photos go up to the 80s, including my date of birth. That's pretty impressive. Obviously helps Lenny get up and about.
ああ、お食事の後だね、これ。こっちは行けなく、もう見れないよね。
Dormitories. I wonder how many people stop at the refuge these days.
Ah, 人がいる。
Ah, I see I'm not the only one stuck here. Bah, pull up a seat and together we can moan about being stuck here.
Thank you, but I have things to do.
I hope you can stay until this evening at least. In London they have the changing of the guard. Here we get the changing of the colors. I guarantee it's worth the wait. Hmm? English?
American, actually.
Oh, seeing as you've come so far, then. Besides, it's always nicer to be stranded in good company. From Belgium, myself, on a world climbing tour.
Stranded?
Didn't you know? They've closed the Teufelskragen. That's the path they call the Devil's Pass.
So that's what all the fuss is about.
All down to climate change.
You mean the thaw, right?
Made the path too dangerous to climb and apparently resulted in a morbid discovery.
Oh?
Bodies of resistance fighters, killed while leading refugees to Switzerland. Frozen solid.
Resistance fighters? You mean frozen since the Second World War?
That's what the paper says.
Is that what the tent's for?
It's a temporary chapel of rest that the rescue team made while waiting for the bodies to be airlifted out.
I see. I guess there's no reason to disrespect the departed, even after all these years.
I only hope all this sudden interest from excavationists puts an end to the stupid rumors that a strange creature haunts the Silberspiegel. Otherwise, you can be sure, as soon as the old lady pops her clogs, this place will become run over by those infernal tourists.
奇妙な生き物？
I've had some experience with fantastic fauna myself. But what do you make of the so-called strange creature that roams the mountain?
Just another local fairy tale to pull in the tourists, if you ask me. They say it lives in prehistoric caves. And that it's responsible for people going missing. Ooh. Some even say that the mysterious cries you can hear on some nights are the creature calling for a mate. In other words, the usual twaddle you normally get in remote or uncharted places like the high mountain or the deep sea. Twaddle passed down from generation to generation, through sheer ignorance.
Surely, from what I read on the way here, the cries could come from an animal native to the area, couldn't they?
That is my thinking exactly. No doubt a bear with something caught in his throat. It happens, you know. Probably scared a tourist one evening, or... Maybe it was young pranksters.
でもなんか科学者たち雪男探してるみたいな冗談みたいなこと言ってなかった？
Can you tell me about this Devil's Pass?
Oh, it's on the far side of the cirque, looking out from the terrace. As you can imagine, it's called Devil's Pass because it's extremely dangerous. Most of all because of the risk of avalanche. Only seasoned alpinists can negotiate it, really. As a professional alpinist myself, what I love about it is knowing I'm climbing in the tracks of courageous climbers of bygone times. There's a real sense of history about it. For example, resistance fighters used it during the war to smuggle vagrants and other victims of the Brown Shadow into Switzerland.
What about those frozen bodies they discovered at the foot of Devil's Pass?
Well, due to climate change, the snow line has receded, revealing the bodies trapped in the ice since the Second World War. Most probably resistance fighters and exiles, trying to flee the fascist occupiers and reach Switzerland by the pass. I imagine they got caught in an avalanche. Poor wretches have been imprisoned ever since. Until today. That is why the authorities have blocked access to the pass, so they can take the bodies out, identify them, and give them a proper burial.
I see. I saw the tent at the foot of the pass through the spyglass outside. Didn't realize it sheltered such a gruesome discovery, though. Right. Thanks for cluing me in. Anyway, I better get back to what I was doing.
You are welcome, Fräulein.
Reminds me of Hans's automatons in Valladolid. That must be the piano Dana played on the night she met Leon. The night Lenny told me about.
Ah, もういらっしゃらない。あ、いた。寒いもんね。
Demoiselle Lenny, I saw the film you shot of Dana and Leon.
So Junta kept it. She got so cross when she discovered I'd rummaged through her stuff. She most certainly had secrets of her own, that one.
I know it was ages ago, but can you recall what happened between Dana and Leon that day?
You do like flogging a dead horse, don't you, Fräulein? But as you please. Since Junta never let me use her camera, I decided not to ask her anymore. Like that, she couldn't say no, could she? And that's when I heard them arguing.
How could you agree to this, Leon? How could you?
I told you I had no choice. The local guide for Baltayar can't do it anymore. He got injured.
There are plenty of other guides in Wagen. Why does it have to be you? Just tell them to find someone else.
Look, Dana, I didn't want to tell you, but...
But what?
Frank Huss, that brute from the other night. He's the one that made the call here. In other words, he's taking revenge by sending me to the other side of the world with the Origin expedition. And he said that if I refused, something might happen. Not just to me, but to you as well.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. You're a Vegarian and so are your parents, right? Well, Huss says it won't be long before the Brown Shadow is in power, and he made it clear that something was brewing, and that you and your parents would be first on the list.
What list?
I don't know, but it can't be good. Then he said that other Vegarians would follow.
Dear God.
Dana, darling, the world's gone crazy. Promise me you'll be very careful. It will be all right if you just watch yourself and what you say. I've asked Junta to stand by you just in case. It won't be long, darling. Half a school year at the music academy. I'll be home for Christmas. Promise. Oh, come here now, my pretty Edelweiss.
Don't call me that. You know I don't like it.
It's true, though. That's exactly where you are, my pretty Edelweiss.
If you keep that up, Leon Kobatis, I'll find you a nickname too.
Go on, then.
All right. Your nickname will be Alpine Lover from now on.
All right, but maybe you ought not to say this in public. Beautiful, isn't it? I could stay here forever.
There, Fräulein Walker. That is all I have to say. I hope this time you have what you need to continue on your journey.
Thank you, Demoiselle Lenny. But there is just one more thing. You mentioned a music academy? They must have ledgers and archives. Maybe I'll be able to find out whether Dana left an address there.
Well, it hasn't moved. It's still in Vargan. Go to the musicians' district. It's right next to the musical square. That's all I can tell you. So if you don't mind, Fräulein.
Thank you. Then that's where I'll continue my search.
Is it really worth your while to keep looking for Dana? Is it not just another pipe dream, Fräulein? I get the impression there have been others.
I prefer to look at it as a calling. Besides, I don't have much choice. Thanks to you, she's a part of me now.
As you wish. I hope you find what you are looking for.
Thank you. Again. I've got everything I need from here, I guess. Best get back to the guest house. Get some rest. I'll go to the music academy first thing in the morning.
カンティンさん待ってたりして、あ、ちょっと待って、話そう。最後に。
If I were you, Fräulein, I wouldn't wait too long before returning to the tram. It's a fair trot back to the station, you know.
早く行けってことね。わかりました。ありがとうございました。中には。
Oh, it's dazzling up here. I can see why they call it the Silberspiegel. Silber means silver, and Spiegel is mirror. The silver mirror. It certainly lives up to its name.
あっちの下に降りるって出てたよな。まだいるのって言われちゃう。ああ、封鎖されてんのね、ここはね。
That must lead to the other side of the circus. That must be the notice the alpinist at the refuge spoke about. It prohibits access to Devil's Pass due to the bodies of the resistance fighters found on the ice.
危険通行禁止。 悪魔の通り道として知られる道の調査により、さらなる遠征を可能にするためにこの通り道は閉鎖されました。公共の安全を担保することで事故のリスクを避けるために、次の通知があるまで悪魔の通り道の通行は厳しく禁じられています。馬源山国立公園管理事務局サービス、電話番号5124、メモしとこう。5124-077-733、2005年の11月。ね、行くことになるとは思わないかもしれないけど、
That must lead to the other side of the circus.
本当。すごいよ、風の音がゴーゴー言ってる。
I found her, my sweet Katusha. The girl in the painting. Her name is Dana. Dana Rose.
That's nice, Kate. Real nice.
I'm gonna find out who she was, just like I promised you.
Nothing more than a good old adventure to forget your grief, I guess. You should go, Kate, or you're gonna miss the tram.
カチューシャに浸っていたいな。そうだよね。冒険でもなんかしてないと辛いよね。
There will always be a train for you.
誰なの？誰？ねえ、この人ってもしかしてさ、レオンだったりしない？レオン。美しい。 ページからここまで読んだのね。2005年11月29日、ケイト・ウォーカーを探してニック・カンティンの報告書。親愛なるオリビア様、今日私はあの絵が描かれたシルバーシュピーゲルの山の有名な山小屋に行ってきました。ケイト・ウォーカーが鉱山から逃げ出して以来、非常に取りつかれているような場所です。私は山小屋に行くまではかなりの長旅になると思っていましたが、実際道の途中でアルピニストの集団とバゲンの法医学研究所の技術者の集団と遭遇しました。どうやら彼らも山小屋の近くに向かっていることが分かりました。より正確に言うと、悪魔の通り道として知られる悪名高い峠のふもとで不気味な作業を実行しに行ったようです。詳細は割愛しますが、とにかく彼らは親切にヘリコプターに乗せて私を山小屋まで連れて行ってくれると申し出てくれました。そこに着くと私はその場所の管理人、レニという怒りっぽいおばあさんと知り合いになりました。ずる賢くて無口で古い人間である彼女に質問するのは極めて困難を極めました。私たちの会話は日常的にその老婆を助けなければならない一種の雇われた介護人の監視のもとで行われたのでなおさらです。彼は大きな体格の男性であり、私に見えるように注意を払いながら、同時に彼の顔はずっと薄暗闇の中に隠されていました。管理人の人だったのかな、ずっと覗いてたの、ケイトのことを。しかしもちろんそんな典型的な脅しの方法は私にとっては全く効きませんでした。だって私はニューヨーク出身ですからね。私は何とかケイト・ウォーカーが山小屋に行っており、1937年の夏に起こった出来事についてこの老婦人に質問したということの確認を得ました。レニさんは観念し、最終的にしぶしぶ彼女の知っているすべてを私に話しました。彼女はダナ・ローズという人物に関してたくさん話をしました。それがウォーカーさんの絵の若い女性のようです。彼女は明らかにその夏レオンという名前のアルピニストに恋をしたようです。これらはすべてオリジンとして知られる秘密の遠征の準備期間に起きたことでした。ブラウンシャドウに資金援助され、当時の流行りの女性フィルムメーカージュンタ・ジュタインホフという人物によって記録されていたのです。どうやらこのレオン・ブラウンシャドウの民兵との意見の相違により、ファシストによって彼らがバルタヤールと呼ぶ遠くの土地への遠征に行くことを余儀なくされたことで、このダナ・ローズと悲しい別離につながったようです。これらの知識を身につけ、ケイト・ウォーカーはバゲンにある音楽アカデミーの調査を翌日以降続けたようです。そのアカデミーこそ私が今向かっているところです。まだ行ってないんですけど。この人さ、ケイト・ウォーカーの物語、お話を小説じゃないけど物語として書けちゃうよね。こんだけ詳しく調査して本人に取材しなくても。すごいな。Oh gosh, what a day.